Many artists suffer with music promotion, and it's really because you don't have a plan for it. It's kind of all stuck in your head, and you're looking at the inroad vision of what it could be. And believe me, I understand where you are, because I think everybody, when they have an idea of something and how they're going to get there, they always see that vision first and they go for the vision, but they forget about the plan. They just kind of set out on that road. So if you want to relieve that stress and confusion that you got going on in your head, let's create a plan together. So tune in to today's episode of the Music Money Makeover Show. First things first is we got to talk about what a promotions campaign actually is. Now, you may remember these definitions from Tuesday's video, but a promotion campaign is a sales. This is the difference right here from Tuesday's video and today. A promotions campaign is a sales or selling course of action. In layman's terms, it is a plan to sell a product over a selected timeline. They fail because of a lack of understanding of how money, resources, time, and the act of selling works in tandem with each other. Besides knowing how to sell, these are the top 4 reasons music promotion campaigns fail. All right, so now that you know, I'm going to re-explain what we talked about on Tuesday again here, but this time we're going to do it for promotions. So in marketing, it was the marketplace course of action. Now it's the sales course of action, meaning I'm going to sell something over the course of a period of time in the market. And then the marketplace might be Instagram, or it might be Facebook, or it might be YouTube or TikTok, right? And in TikTok's marketplace, I'm going to sell over time, just like I'm going to put my marketing materials in the marketplace over time. So they both lay on top of each other. Now that we have that, let's go into number 1, the first reason why your promotions campaign is going to fail. We didn't set a target audience, and this is how loud. There's no target audience, right? We didn't say what we wanted to do. Loudness levels have to do with how large of an audience we want to reach. So we must ask these questions below. How big is the audience size we want to reach? For some of you, it may be 1 million. How much money is it going to take to reach the audience size we want in the marketplace? This has to do directly with the content that you're going to spend the money on and some other stuff. And then how many resources do we have to reach the audience size we want in the marketplace? This has to deal with access to the market. And then how long will it take us to reach the audience size we want in the marketplace? This has to deal with timeline, and I'm gonna get into that in a minute. So just the money itself, like we got to have that money sustain us through the timeline to hit our target goal. But the one thing that I want you to pay attention to is the access to the market. Those are our main resources. So access to the market would be besides you posting yourself, because your access to the TikTok marketplace is your TikTok market page. But watch this. Another access point into TikTok is an influencer in, right? And then you might have a DJ who's an influencer and they play your record on their mix set. And then you have a dancer, and all these people are access points into the market. You see what I mean? But if you only got one access point, we're going to have a long time to build. The other last access point would be an advertising campaign, but we would have to add that into the budget on top of the content that we already have to make to support the ad campaign, so we don't look like a dead artist when people come back to our page first to do their due diligence on us. Okay, let's go to the second reason why your promotions campaign will fail. How redundant. Not enough promotional materials. This is simple. In order to reach the target audience, we will have to repeat our message and show our promotional materials over time. So the questions are, how much is it going to cost us to repeat this message in the marketplace to hit our targeted reach? The key word is repeat there. And then watch this. How many resources do we have? There's that word again, to repeat. There's that word again. This message in the marketplace to hit our targeted audience. Resources and repeat. Cost and repeat. And then lastly, how much time do we estimate we'll need to repeat this in the marketplace to hit our targeted reach? Okay, so if our reach was 1 million people, how long is it going to take us to reach that? Okay, now watch this. How many resources do we have available to reach that? And then how much is it going to cost us to reach that? In promotional materials, in promotional materials. If I'm spending money on my marketing materials, which is my content, okay, then how much is that content going to cost? Do I have to pay my access points? Meaning, do I have to pay my influencers? You see what I'm saying? Do I have to ante things up with the ad campaign? So you want to ask these three questions: time, resources, and the money that it's going to take to repeat the message. Okay. Now let's dig into that time aspect a little bit more on number 3, the third reason why your promotions campaign may fail. All right. How long? No timeline schedule set. This is the danger zone. Check it out. How long has to do with a variable in the market we cannot control, but only assume. We want to assume that the market will continue to accept our promotions for a set amount of time until the audience size has seen it enough and the promotions no longer work. But then we got to ask these questions. How much money is available per day? Here's the timeline to spend across the estimated timeline to hit our target reach before, watch this, the marketplace attention is exhausted. What's our daily budget? We got to break that budget down. Watch this. How many resources do we have that will be available every day to use across the estimated timeline to hit our targeted reach before the marketplace attention is exhausted? Okay. Do we have enough resources to stretch across the timeline? And can we use or afford any ads or influencers to collapse the timeline or hit our targeted reach before the marketplace attention is exhausted? I don't care who you are, how big you are, people will get tired of you promoting. They'll be like, okay, we're ready for the next. So we want to use our influencers to collapse. Can we ante up and collapse that timeline with ads or more influencers? And if we have resources, can our resources speed that timeline up for us so that even in the allotted 90 days, let's say we allot a timeline of 90 days, we get everything done in 60 and we still have an extra 30 days to do some things? Can we reach that targeted audience in that time? You see what I'm saying? So forth and so on. And then how much it's going to cost us per day in that timeline to make it happen. All of these things got to come together. I know this is a lot of questions to ask, but they must be asked in order to successfully promote your song. Because otherwise, you're going to start with a Spotify ad or you're going to start with an Instagram ad that leads you to Spotify. Nothing wrong with that. But then you're going to blow all your money and probably only make a 7% return or, 7% return on that money, and you won't get the money back. So it's kind of like, on invested capital, you're making 5 to 7% back, which means you lost money. And you're going to continue to lose money, but we got to spend it in other ways. So we got to ask all these questions. Let's go to number 4. This one is key. How much? No funnel, or this really should mean offer. So in order to give an offer so you can receive money, you need a funnel. The funnel is the back-end system that supports the offer. How much will we spend on it to get a maximum conversion? Okay, the funnel, that's what I mean. How much will we spend on the funnel? So let's ask these questions. How much money is available to spend on building the funnel? How many resources do we need to build the funnel? What will we use? I'm talking about software here. How long will the funnel be up? And then watch this. Can we pull it down when we're done? And then when will it be ready? Because the funnel has to be ready to go before we press go. You see what I'm saying? Can we pull it down? If I pull it down and there are links attached, will everything else that's attached to this campaign fall like dominoes, and then people can't get access to the links if they were like, let's say you were using permanent links in your, in your campaign. These are questions that you got to ask before you build the funnel, because I can't do organic content and not send people somewhere, or not use ManyChat and say, DM me and I'll send you the link, and the link is broken or it doesn't work. Or check it out, 3 months down the line, the campaign is over, and then I get rid of the ManyChat automation, and then now the people who are just seeing the content for the first time can't get access to what we were talking about. You see what I'm saying? So you want to ask all of these questions on the back end. The resources, like I said, like with ManyChat, is software. Resources is software. So you can have ManyChat, you could have smart links, you could have, you can have a link tree, whatever it is you want to have to get started. Your resources are the tools that you're going to need to make the back end work. So when you're putting the content out, people can flow from the content all the way to the selling point, which is the offer that you make. So most people will be sending people through Instagram to make this happen. So how do we avoid failure? Make sure your funnel system works no matter how small or big it is before you launch. Always give people a call to action. Never go over budget, and take advantage of every resource you have to reach the target audience. Making it to 70% of your goal is not a failure. If your goal was to reach 1 million people and you made it to 700,000, you still made it work. Just go back and analyze what went wrong. You gotta remember to go back and analyze what went wrong, not in the marketing. You gotta do that too. That was for Tuesday's video. But for today's video, we gotta go back and look at what went wrong with promotions. Why didn't they convert? What did we not sell? You see what I'm saying? What went wrong in our sales message? Was our call to action weak? Was the offer not good enough? Did people not like what we were offering so they didn't want it? So we need to make a better offer, meaning whatever we gave away for a free email, maybe people didn't want it, but they want something else. Maybe it wasn't titled right. You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff has to go into it. And then when we're selling it in the content, let's go back to that a little bit. Did it look appealing enough for people to click through and follow us on Spotify or Boomplay or Audio Mac or Apple Music or whatever it was? We gotta adjust the sales language here, meaning we gotta address the feeling and the appeal. We gotta address, oh, did something happen with the funnel, right? Was it a break in the link? Was it not working for everybody? Did the service get overran because we had too many people coming in? What happened, right? So all the analysis is very, very necessary. What if you have no money? If you have no money, then you're going to need a lot more resources to make it happen. However, I do want to stress the promotion of art takes money. So get out of the broke mentality and figure out how to get a stream of income coming in to support your music, starting at least $100 a month minimum. I know everybody, the economy is tough. You know, and I can see it on my sales on the back end. It's just up and down. Some days are good. You know, the hurricane came through the Southeast, sales went down. It was just bad, right? So, you know, $100 a month minimum. You're going to want to ante that up to 10 times that amount to really get it going. But if you're just getting started and you're testing to see if this is going to be worth it, start at $100. This is just for marketing promotion. This ain't for nothing else. This is just for simple marketing promotions for you. You want to beef that up to 10 times very fast if you can. So $1,000 a month. So you're going to have to find a way to find that money. But you can start at $100 to get it started. I'm not trying to be insensitive here or not trying to be empathetic here. All right. So what if you don't have a funnel? Smart music links combined with Linktree can work for a while, and you can speed your Instagram campaign up with ManyChat. However, a funnel can be built with a CTA and a link. Don't overcomplicate it if it's your first time. And when it comes to CTAs, YouTube is really, really good with the description section beneath the video. You can just look at my description section beneath the video. All you got to do is tell people what to do there, and then they'll go there. Like this, like if you are going to do all the promotional campaign and the marketing campaign I talked about on Tuesday, and you ask all these questions and you get things together, then you're going to increase a lot of cash flow, right? And with that, you're probably going to need that publishing and record company set up to support all of that cash flow the right way, because everything's going to be looking good. And if you want to get that done in 60 days or less, jump into my record label course called the 60-Day Record Label Course beneath this video. See how easy that was, the CTA. You see that? And you click beneath the video and everything is there. So YouTube is very easy with that, okay? You'll gain the ability to get real funding for the record label. And then on top of that, you'll prevent yourself from getting screwed contractually, at least in the beginning, because I'm gonna show you how not to do that. And then you'll keep the money out of the middleman's pockets, because I'm gonna show you how to do that with your record and publishing royalties so that you collect them internationally and domestically, all right? But if you're skeptical about that, grab my free guide, 10 Major Steps to Increase Your Record Label's Profit. A free split sheet is included with that download, plus a mini course. All of that is beneath the video. That's how well the CTAs work on YouTube, and even on YouTube Shorts, because if you click the links or the description on YouTube Shorts, you get the same bottom of the page. So with Instagram, you can do your mini chat. With YouTube, you can just do straight the description and find like a sticker or something to put on screen to point people below or if you're on shorts, to point people over or to swipe them over, or whatever you need them to do to follow through with your CTA so that your funnel can work. That's really the number one reason why this thing won't work, is because you're not selling. Remember, promotion is selling. Marketing is adapting your product to the marketplace. Two different things. And a lot of people don't know how to sell. Let's sell it, baby. Let's sell it. Let's sell it. Let's get in that music video. Let's sell it. Let's look good. Let's look sharp. Make it believable so I can go listen to more of this music. Now, let's talk about your upside here. If you follow these 3 steps, promotion will no longer be as much of an issue to you as it has been, and you will actually gain the skills to develop even bigger campaigns, because it's all about learning how to sell with promotions. Even if I was going to a DJ and I was like, hey man, take a listen to my record. It's guaranteed to get the club going just before the club gets packed. I'm the best warm-up record that you're gonna have right now. Check this out. I promise you, you won't regret it. Let me know what you think. I would love to get some feedback. Here's a feedback form so that you can email me back. Let's stay in contact, right? You come with something like that to somebody who doesn't know, and you ask them for the contact so I can contact you a week down the line, and then you actually follow up with them. Come on, man. You selling it. And then you step to them looking like an artist. You see what I'm saying? Looking like an artist. Or you have a professional ask in your Instagram and you keep that rolling until they respond. A lot of you all ask stuff one time, and I can tell a lot of you all ask me stuff on Instagram and I don't respond because I don't see it. I'm not sitting on Instagram looking at my DMs all day. I got other stuff to do. You know what I mean? So it's like, I got other clients to serve. So how do you think one time it's just you're gonna get into the marketplace or the access to the marketplace that you need with a DJ, right? So I'm just going on a rant here. But there's your upside. Let's talk about your downside. If you keep winging it, you probably end up back at the same place you started at, right down the street with little growth. You will complain that the music industry doesn't work for small independents and only sellouts, and nobody will care about you because your energy is negative. Don't let your villain mentality get the best of you. Go back, look at this video, and ask those questions to yourself, all right? And begin to answer those questions to yourself. And then we will begin to win, because now your promotions campaign will make you sell like a boss, if you will. That was a lack of a better term. But you'll be able to sell even better. And there are more resources out there for you to learn how to sell outside of me. Just go down the rabbit hole and check it out. So if you were looking for a way to promote your music better, you now have some questions and key frames that you can ask about to make that happen. Music Money Makers, if you make music, you should always make money. Log on to musicmoneymakeover.com, jump into the 60-day record label course beneath this video, download the free stuff below, book a call on musicmoneymakeover.com, smash the like button, and I will see you next time. Peace.